Damn, girl. We're back. It's time for another stream. We're going to play some sequels tonight. Hope you guys are ready. I know I am.
Hi everyone. God, I look scrubby. What the hell am I doing? This damn pandemic. I don't know what to do with my hair. Would I even bother doing it anymore? I don't know. You know one thing I will bother? I'm going to make sure I have an ice cold Diet Rooty at the start of every stream. Or else what the hell's the point? No? Okay. Killer Tunes. Vapor Trail. Bit of a saucy Sega Genesis track. I didn't test my audio before this, so could all be falling apart. The whole thing could be falling apart. I don't know. This is falling apart. Guys, all this is falling apart. That's fine. It's fine. Let's wait a bit. Let's let the people filter in. It's a nice time for just the viewer and I. The single viewer, which is probably just me. Get better acquainted. People in the archive. Hi, how are you doing? What have you guys been up to? I don't know. The days are melting away. I don't even know what day it is. Well, they're not melting away. Seems like it's taking forever. We moved into this apartment like 8 days ago. Feels like we've been here for 2 months. Our parents can't visit. Our friends can't visit. We've had no housewarming. It's the weirdest. Don't move during a pandemic, okay? Here's some news. Some silly news. I bought this picture like 6 years ago. Never hung it up. Finally decided I'm gonna hang that up. It's Crew Jones and Bart Taylor from Hell Track. You guys ever seen the movie Radd? It's pretty rad. That's what it is. I don't know. There's a poster for it in downtown Vancouver, and my friend Jeff told me about it. He's like, "You should go buy that." I will. And I drove down there and bought it, and then never hung it up. But you know, now it's up there. Looks pretty snazzy. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Oh, we have a concurrent viewer. Welcome to the stream. Please feel free to say anything in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just yapping to myself. Here's a good one. That was Vapor Trail. Now we're listening to a little Metal Fangs. Rippin' bass line. Tonight we're going to be playing some sequels, everyone. It occurred to me when I was trying to come up with a theme. So I'm trying to come up with like little mini micro themes for my streams. Just so that you guys have, you know, I feel like that's a fun thing. Have a little theme. Everyone has a good time. And I realized I was going to play games that had like rockin' soundtracks. And then as I was putting the thumbnail together, I noticed they all had number 2. It was all 2. Twisted Metal 2. Cool Borders 2. Destruction Derby 2. And it occurred to me that maybe that was a theme in the PlayStation era. They were like, you know what, man? We just gotta have some rockin' sounds. If we don't have rockin' sounds, then we don't know what we're doing. And it occurs to me that there was a lot of, like, you know when the movie Volcano came out, or no, Dante's Peak came out, and then Volcano came out like right after? It's like things come in clumps, right? And I don't know if it's like by accident or on purpose, but what I noticed, the first time I noticed this in the sequel realm was on the NES, because there was, I feel like Metroid might have been the first game that came out that had like a sprite on the screen that was of that size, and you went from left to right, and I think it had enough success that everyone, after, you know, like Zelda had come out, and, you know, early games had come out, Castlevania was maybe another sequel, or another game that was kind of the same idea, like big sprite. People wanted big sprites. They didn't want small sprites because it was more cartoonish. It was more realistic. It was more fun to see. Graphics were insane. And so I feel like when the sequels started coming out on Nintendo, so you had your first ones like Zelda 1. Zelda is the perfect example. Zelda 1 was top-down view, right? But then Zelda 2 was like, oh, let's just make it look like Castlevania. Let's just make it look like Contra. Let's just make it look like Ninja Gaiden. Let's just make it look like... It feels like that was the theme on the Nintendo. It was like, let's make this our sequel thing. And so if you look at a lot of sequels like... well, in addition to that, I guess there's more to this. They wanted like light RPG elements too, kind of like Metroidvania. I hate that term, but whatever. So they were like, okay, well, Zelda 2, let's add some like backtracking, let's add some things like that. And then Castlevania 2, obviously Simon's Quest, they have all sorts of backtracking, and there's a couple other games like that. But it would seem like that was the thing, the sequel thing for the NES, and then the sequel thing maybe for the PlayStation was, dude, we gotta create some original rock and metal and punk and just like put it in the game. And in every instance, I listened to the music on my own and listened to it like on its own. Like I believe Cool Borders 2 you could put in your CD player, because I have memories at least of putting it in my CD player and listening to it as if it was a CD I just bought, which is like insane if you think about it, because I was doing the same thing with Nintendo music, like Mega Man 3. I used to record it off the speakers. But then I'm doing the same thing, but it's now like real music. It's just something about video game music. Having music come out of a video game, it's like a special thing. It's just me in the game, and we're having a great time. And so that's how, let's bring it all back around. I'm like, you know what? That's a good theme for an episode. Sequels that have just killer music. Killer shredding soundtracks. Let's dive in. I figured we'd start with Twisted Metal 2, a real fan favorite, I guess. Is this the one? Hell yeah, got it on the first try. I don't label my themes, so it could go real wrong real quick. So can this, man. You know, for those of you that don't stream, it's like nerve-wracking when you hit that go live button, because anything could just go wrong. Right now, I could just click the button and it's like, oh, it's not going to open. Well, I guess we're done for the night. So hopefully it doesn't come to that. Twisted Metal 2. Boom. Yeah. Alright, it begins. And it begins anew. Welcome, viewers. Please feel free to stop by the chat and say hello. Also, let me know if there's any other sequels that have rippin' rad soundtracks that I should check out, or if I'm missing out. In every one of these three, anyways, I remember distinctly loving the soundtracks. Like thinking, man, we've really made it. We've really made it. Oh, that's nostalgic. That is nostalgic. Bit of a lackluster reveal there. We'll forgive him. Yeah. Okay, so they couldn't let you... Yeah, that was right. Twisted Metal 1 let you listen to the music in the sound test menu, but not this game. Wait, what's history? We should probably do our due diligence. What the hell is history? Oh, I remember my PlayStation was just freezing every time I turned this game on. It couldn't load any of these cutscenes.
My name is Calypso. Exactly 1 year ago on Christmas Eve, my Twisted Metal contest destroyed the City of Angels.
It was on Christmas Eve.
Down below, life has come to a halt as survivors struggle to stay alive.
Calypso!
He scorched the earth.
What have you done?
He's dead.
City awash in flame.
How'd he get away with this?
Destroy.
Wow.
It's a dilemma. Where will this year's Twisted Metal contest take place?
He's gonna host another one? Who would let him do that?
Best combat drivers have already been chosen, ready to battle to the death in hopes of becoming the victor.
This is so very 90s
Their
looking.
brave hearts desire.
I ain't hating it.
But where will the contest be held?
Where? I've already blown up LA.
The world will be my battleground.
What? You guys remember in Twisted Metal 1, it was all like
Hong Kong,
full motion video?
even Antarctica. There will be no safe zones this year, no places to hide. In the next 24 hours, the entire world will know my name. They will see my beautiful work of art firsthand. No one will be safe. I promise you that. Good luck. driver.
Basically, like a world terrorist.
Metal.
Whatever, Calypso. I want to see who did the music. Is that it? Great credits. Oh, here we go. Come on now. Special thanks, Matt Cutters, like sound supervisor, Calypso. Did they just not mention the? What the hell's going on here? I don't see any composer credits here. Sound integration. Sandra Geary. Chucky Myers. Okay, those are all the guys that did the first game as well. Very interesting. Okay, well that was quick. You put all your effort into making the music, and then you get that as the payoff. That's sad. It's sad when that's one of the things I remember most liking about this game. Obviously, this was a great game. Twisted Metal. Good Lord, what a great series. Well, the first two anyways. Well, the first two in Twisted Metal Black. Amazing. Yeah, I remember in grade 8 making all my own characters, like creating original characters and being like, oh, it'd be rad if they were in the game. I don't know, I just always kind of pick Roadkill, even though he's like just middle of the road. You pick your own level? Nope, you gotta go to LA first. That's right, yeah. By the way, let me know if the chat's okay, or the volume's okay. Sam K, my man, welcome back. Whoops, I don't need to use turbo. Which button is, Jesus Christ. Oh, lordy. Oh, Ming, let's do it. Okay, I will get better, I promise. Such a 90s riff. Full on turbo. Alright, just getting the lay of the land, folks. Well, which button is turbo then? Oh, I don't need health yet. Triangle, that's right. There's a little thing like shooting that glass. That's like a big deal back in the day. Alright, which button is... Okay, L2 is fire. I'm wasting all my stuff. Alright, R1 is change weapon. He did! My bad. Jesus. What did he hit me with? Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, lordy. I don't remember which button is jump. If anyone in the chat remembers, please let me know. Sam's saying stuff. Twisted Metal's classic. Volume's all good. You ever play Destruction Derby 2? Dude, that's coming up. We're going to play that one next, I think. That's the theme of this this stream. Sequels that actually had pretty rippin' soundtracks. All right, so now I think I got to start getting some work done here. I don't think these yahoos are doing any damage to themselves. Alright, we just gotta pepper them. Feather it. Why would it do that? Alright, maybe Roadkill is a bad choice in this game. Oh, Grim got away. Alright, it's time to get some homing action here. I'm just gonna pepper people for a bit. I can't afford to stay out in the open. Oopsies. Oh, Grim, don't you dare. No, don't hit me with your super. That was your first racing game growing up? Man, you started with a banger. So yeah, I'm sure then Sam says that Destruction Derby 2 was his first racing game growing up. You remember the soundtrack for the game? Unbelievable. Oh, man. Okay, this is pretty cool. They're actually fighting each other a lot more in this game. Oh, shoot. And the first one, they almost didn't even attack each other. All right, I need to get some weapons here. All right, I got fire. Oh, man. I used to be so good at this game. Oh, don't do that. No, you ain't freezing me. Oh! Yeah, for some reason, Cool Borders 2 was a game I played a lot growing up. It was just a hand-me-down or a game I borrowed, but man, the soundtrack for that one is just unreal as well. You have to prorate it. Prorate your expectations. For 1997. Or 96. I'm not sure. Maybe I should be using my radar a little more than I am. Alright. Oh, shoot. Grim's right next to me. No, it's Thumper. Where is he? Alright, let's get some homing action here. Hard to do chip damage when your fire missiles don't do anything. What is that? Remotes? Do I have to detonate it? That's no good. Whoopsies. Alright, can't let him use his special on me. Gotta go get some more turbo, too. Okay, we're doing okay here, I think. Yikes, I'm getting chased. Now let's go through the tunnel this time. Alright, gonna use the radar. Gotta get real. Oh, that little guitar thing you heard that? I only found out recently, after always liking the way that sounded. Oh, damn! Oh, that was my bad. I'm in trouble here, folks. Oh, he got to me in time. Oh, he exploded me. Sam says... no, I don't think it was an EA game. I could be wrong, though. Cool Borders. Is that EA? I'll have to look. I don't remember who did that. Oh, yeah, just get in the middle of everyone. That's how you do it. I thought that was detonator. Not my best work. There's some turbo. Come on, thread the needle. Alright, I need to use my freeze a little more. I think that's costing me. Was it left, right, up? Yeah, now you're in trouble. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Alright, this time. Do I have no weapons? Oh, my lordy. Alright, bad call. Maybe freeze people when you have weapons. Good call. Mr. Slam. Yeah, but, yeah, you might be thinking of SSX. Oh, get out of the way. Oh, I thought he'd be blown up. But, you're now making me wonder who does actually do the soundtrack. Lightning. I think that was new in this game, the environmental attacks. Can't do anything unless I'm over by that lightning hole. Here's a risky play. Ah, power missiles. That's what I need. See if someone chased me in here. Nope, we're good. Alright. Fire. Turn around, get the homing. I at least want to get to the Moscow level. I remember that one had a just shredding soundtrack. Oh, shoot. I thought that was a different missile. So, when you got the power here, you probably want to freeze people. Alright. Blew it. Oh, I bounced. Gotta bounce. Fine. Who's that? Is that a guy? Nope. Use the radar, dummy. Ah, fiddlesticks. Is this a thing? Nope. Psyched me right out. Ah, I'm blowing it. Here we go. Okay, someone's got to kill Mr. Slam. And that someone's me. Oh, okay, it kills me. What a noob. Guys, what a noob. Gotta get... Oh, Jesus, I'm bouncing all over the place. Couldn't you blow up the Hollywood sign in this level? You shot a missile at it? Okay, Slam. I'll take care of him. Yeah, get up there. Can I hit you? Nope. Still go. Oh, you tricked me. Oh, Grim is still going. I can't believe that. He's got no defense. How's he still smashing fools? Alright, it's up to me, gang. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, get the F out of there. Get some health. Is there any in here? Yes, gotta thread the needle. One try. Yeah. Hell yeah, that's a lot of health. Alright, got the power. Got the power. Oh, I'm out of juice. Well, did my job. Homer's loaded. I just noticed it said that at the top. Pretty silly. Oh, shoot. Sam, I can't see your comment just yet. These guys are going to smash me if I look away for too long. But I'm going to look just one moment. Alright, who the hell's chasing me here? Outlaw is loaded here, man. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, let's get the napalms going. Upsy doodle. A little upsy doodle here. Let's get some more napalm. Spectre's still in it, man. All the guys with like low health. Yeah, I was gonna say that guitar technique where you hit like a harmonic and then you just flick the whammy bar so that the whammy bar goes like a little jiggle. Nope. Alright, down to just Outlaw. Oh, I got any more power? Napalm's pretty good. You hit him with it. Oh, I do have a power. He didn't like that very much. Oh. Alright, slow and steady is the way you win the game, guys. Hell yeah, okay. Enemies toasted. I mean, I win. Well done, folks. Okay, Sam, let me see what's going on here. I always liked games where there were different modes for how damaged the car was. Demolition Derby 2 and Dukes of Hazzard. Ooh, I never played Dukes of Hazzard. Were some of the only games I remember that did that. I like the Blink-182 guitar solos, very 90s. Yes, indeed. You can wait until the end. Okay. And that's what I did. Anyone else in the chat? Feel free to let me know what's going on. Let me know how you doing. Oh yeah, shooting backwards. Ah, oh, you son of a butt. Oh, my health is not too good already. Alright. Spilled milk. Did he steal the health? Can they do that? I'm not a big fan of that. I gotta steer clear until I can find some health. Already got smashed. Oh dear, that's not steering clear. That help? Oh dear, that's not steering clear either. ay. Is there honestly no health in this level? Like, okay. Yeah, this level had a riff to it. I always liked that, and I always tried to emulate that, even though I had no idea how it was going. Craig Spencer's watching. Hell yeah, dude. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, dude, I think you're the one that told me about that technique, because I had to ask you about it. Whammy bar flutters. I always wondered. It sounds so cool. Ah, son of a butt. Landmines everywhere? Jesus Christ. How the hell are you supposed to beat this map? There's like 6 of us in here. And I'm already at half health. It's not looking good, folks. Oh, dear. Oh, there's the health. Okay. This is a must. This is a must get. Hell yeah. All right, we're back on the winning team here. Damn, I missed my homing. All right, I missed my homing again. Yeah, get in front of the guy. That's what you want. Where am I going? I'm like flying. I can't stop flying. Alright, are these guys even attacking each other anymore? I gave you praise, Twisted Metal 2, for attacking, but I don't see you attacking anymore. Maybe that's a technique. You gotta go from like the other side of the map and just start peppering guys. Nope. Boom! That was a risky play. Damn, I don't like that you get environmental damage for crashing, because that is... Oh, he shot backwards at me. Alright, we have a tough decision ahead of us, everyone. Do I keep playing this game, or do I move on? Let's see. We've, how long have we been playing? 33 minutes? Doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. Maybe we'll give it one more good go. Battle Tanks Global Assault. Craig Spencer says this makes him want to play that. I never played that one. Never even heard of it, actually. Alright, let's find a different level. How about that? Oh, there's different levels for different characters. I mean, I picked a really stupid character. Maybe I should just pick Sweet Tooth because he's the mascot character. I just don't like that laugh. You just keep hearing laughs everywhere. I'm feeling it.
I'm not feeling it. What the hell? What are we doing here? Holland, I remember being cool. It was just the open map. Just one big open map. Is he even a selectable character in this game? Sorry, on the other screen, I'm looking at passwords. For those of you that are wondering. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Clearly, we gotta go to the rooftop. Clearly. Alright, well, I need to pick a better character. You know what? Hammerhead's in this game? No way. Fine, I'll keep playing. No, Roadkill is lame. It's lame. I'm not playing as Roadkill. Forget it. I'll be Thumper. Thumper. Thumper's password is... X, triangle, triangle, X, triangle.
Yeah, I don't remember. Was Sweet Tooth like a boss in this game or something? Clowns in general. Thanks. I'm not scared of clowns. What the hell? What are we doing here? XX. That's not a valid password. Okay. Well. Oof. Gives you hardcore nostalgia looking at this kind of gooey user interface. XX. Triangle, triangle, X triangle. Good old passwords. Hell yes. What the hell are we doing here? Okay. Yeah, rooftop. Now we're talking. Just next level kind of sprawling map here. Yeah, I guess Hammerhead is in this game. Oh, risky play. Risky play. Alright, where the hell am I going here? Is that a ramp? Can I get over there? Oh. Oh. This is such a big... What am I trying to say here? Like, they went big for this. There was nothing really unprecedented in terms of, like, just scope here that they were going for. Is this an actual... Yeah, it is. Hell yeah. Oh, power-ups for days. Alright, slowly coming back to me. Is that a teleporter? I think so. Damn, this makes me want to play Twisted Metal 1 real quick, just to show you guys the rooftop level in that game, because that was like, oh, sneaky. How is it that I only have one special left? I only used one. Alright, now we're talking. Alright, let me get a good... What are you just some nut watching this? What a nut. Ah, you sneakster. I'm onto you. Okay, that was a bad call. As soon as I saw there was two of them there, I should have just biffed. I should have biffed out of there. Ah, I didn't know why that happened. 'Cause you're a GD nut, and you're watching us battle car battles on top of roofs. Can I jump this? Hell yeah. Let me show you guys a thing or two. At all of the... Alright, hopefully this doesn't home at someone. Yeah. Alright. I guess you need to use a lot of ammo on it. There's like a jump too. I don't... Is it both buttons together? No. Whoopsies. That's not it. Right, left, up. Oh, you can shoot a little napalm even though you don't have one. Alright, was it just up, up? No, down, up. Down, up, up. Up, down, down. Down, down, up. Down, down, up, up. Down, up. There was like weird combos you could do that would make you jump. Oh, this is a bad call. Oh, I cannot believe I survived that. Oh, shoot. Alright, time to bail. No. Who's chasing me? Mr. Slam? Always freaking Mr. Slam. Alright. Oh, dear. Dearie me. Oh, dearie me. Still chasing me? No. Okay, good. Alright, let's get real here. I mean, if I don't do the damage here, no one's gonna do it for me. Oh yeah, you can knock people off. That's like a good way to cheese out some... Oh, no. Cheese out some wins. Definitely getting like a Sephiroth kind of vibe here. Yeah, you guys are busy trying to win the tournament. I'm busy trying to shoot the Statue of Liberty into a babe. Oh. A buxom babe. Okay. Oh my lord. Whoa, don't get in front of people. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh yeah, Craig, the riffs are savage. This is a pretty savage kind of game. I'm out of juice in the turbo meter. Dang. So there's like a pool somewhere, wasn't there? Where's the pool? I'm trying to show you guys like all the fun parts of this map. Where the hell? Alright, alright, alright. Homing's good. Oh, I got no juice. Can I make it? Yeah. Oh, well, this could cost me. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, no. You don't want to be wide out in the open like this. Because they can take a shot from way far away. Is that Outlaw? Outlaw's got some funny AI. I gotta find that. I gotta find that pool first. I personally can't live with myself unless I find you guys the pool. I think that spits you out there. Alright, so let's jump. Down, down, up. Up, up, down. Alright, we might have to just actually look this up. Because I am not gonna let you guys not see the pool. I can't live with that. Okay. High jump. Up, up, left. Left? Left? What a weird and wild time for us all. Up, left. Well, I am dead now, unless this guy's gonna die from my pea shooter. Okay. Pressure is now on fully. I'm just gonna annoy these guys from over here. Ah, son of a butt. Honestly, what is Outlaw doing over there? Now we're getting closer. Just let me be a human, okay? Oh, scorched his ass. Alright, no, I don't want that weapon, so I'm not gonna go through there. Alright, I have a feeling I can win this battle. In just the wide open. With absolutely no weapons. Sheesh. Oh no, oh Jesus. Alright, what was it? Up, up, left? The most intuitive of all jump commands. Here we go, here we go. Yes. Now if I can just not die, that would be... I don't want remote. It's not gonna help me. Unless I want to sit and wait for someone. So it might be weird to some of the younger viewers here, but being able to go inside buildings in a game like this, from like previously being outside, was that was like a big deal. I don't know how to explain why that was such a big deal, but it made you feel like you were actually able to go anywhere and do anything, which is something they've always been touting. Like, all game developers, go anywhere, do anything. I remember that even when Assassin's Creed came out, that was their big, like, pitch. Go anywhere, do anything. And then it just turns out like, well, yeah, you can do that, but it just makes the game make no sense, and it's hard to play. You should probably go where you're supposed to go. But instead, that broke my brain, and now every time I play a game that lets me go anywhere and do anything, I end up, like, Oblivion's a funny one. You walk out into Cyrodiil or whatever it is, and then immediately, like, it says, okay, well, there's your objective, go there, and you immediately just turn around and go the other way. Where are you going? Where are my enemies? Oh, we gonna have a time. Oh shoot, he's behind me. No, 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 no. Alright, alright. They got the balls to come up here. You and your goons. Just a random quote from the movie Gladiator. The one with Kevin McAllister's dad, not Russell Crowe. Alright. They're up top. I gotta go where the action is. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's right, too. When you'd fall down here, there were sometimes some codes. Like, just codes would be on the ground somewhere. Okay, well, that's a game over. They got me, guys. What can you do? All right, it's been a while since I played this game. I remember I used to be able to beat the game without dying and stuff. I don't know how the hell I was doing that. So, okay. Anyone in the chat wants to see the rooftop level from Twisted Metal 1, feel free to let me know in the chat right now. Otherwise, we're going to move on to the next game in the list, Destruction Derby 2. First, we're just going to ruminate, percolate on this riff. Oh. We're going to enjoy our Diet Rooty either way. We're going to enjoy our Diet Rooties. I hope all of you are having a splendid evening. Hope everyone's staying safe during the pandemic. I keep thinking I have it. I keep thinking I'm like, there's a tickle in my throat. I got a little runny nose. Weird times, man. I don't even want to get into it. I feel like there's just no way to know what's going on. It'd be like, this many people just passed away in this town, and you're like, wow, that's a lot of people. But then they don't give you any other information, like, did they have pre-existing conditions? Were they old? Were they young? And not to, so I can be like, well, good, it doesn't apply to me. I don't, there's no information. It's just a number. Like, I have a toddler. Are toddlers dying from this thing? Like, it'd be helpful to know, you know? It's just, they give you no information. Just, hey, this many people died. Like, oh, well, I guess I feel scared now. The classic move. They were trying to screw with you. That's how they would do it. I'll follow the rules. I'll be safe. I'm wearing the gloves. I got some masks. I'll do my thing, okay? But I'm definitely not going to just buy it hook, line, and sinker. Yeah, they got to provide me with some. There's got to be a post-mortem at the end of this. I mean, it might be bad use of words there. I'm thinking more like when a video game comes out, sometimes the developers talk about the game and they call that a post-mortem. In this case, it's probably insensitive. My bad. But they should be able to explain what the hell's going on at some point. All right, so we're getting nothing in the chat. No love for Twisted Metal 2 or Twisted Metal 1 Roof. We're gonna instead. And by the way, anyone, feel free to share this if you're on Twitter. Let people know, because I don't know how you get people to come and watch your stream. I just don't know. And so I'm sitting here playing games in the middle of the night. Don't know what the hell's going on. I gotta get up early tomorrow too. I got like an hour and a half left in me. I should probably just move to Destruction Derby 2. Wait, I gotta leave the music on for a second while I actually select the game. Looking, found it. Boom. All right, we don't want to miss the boot up screen. Hell no. Okay, so a little fun fact: Destruction Derby and Twisted Metal were, you know, like I said at the start of the stream, like themes. They come in waves, right? They come in lumps. And Dante's Peak comes out, and then the next one is the Volcano, and they come out at the same time. And Armageddon comes out, and then Deep Impact comes out, or whatever it was, the one with Morgan Freeman. Or Godzilla? I don't know. There was always like competing companies. But anyways, these were two that came out at the same time as well. Twisted Metal and Destruction Derby, and that was just a new era for the PlayStation. Was like, yo, you can get in this car and just drive wherever the F you want to go. And you can smash people, and there's like no rules. Like, wow, what a time. So I'll just load up a save state here. Hell yeah, I already unlocked everything. So let's just get real. So the soundtrack for this game is absolutely insane. And I remember reading in the GamePro or something that it was actually just the developers of the game. I don't know if they had a pre-existing band, but they wrote the music for the game. Jug and Tuscan. Let's just do a quick sample of some of these tracks. basically... They all kind of sound like Helmet from the 90s. Remember Helmet, Aftertaste? What an album. It's real riffy, real riff heavy. Damn, that's heavy. That was a huge selling feature for this game, for me. It's like, I would have bought the CD anyways. It's a running theme in my streams. I always talk about the coming of age that a lot of us had, especially in the 90s, playing video games. This was it, man. Like, you started out playing Mega Man, and you were impressed that he could blink, and then eventually you're playing Mortal Kombat, and you're ripping people's hearts out, and then all of a sudden there's real music in video games. Like, I still remember the first time they said shit in a video game. The first time I ever saw it was Vandal Hearts. Diego said it in one of the cutscenes or something. And then it was in Final Fantasy VII kind of a lot, actually, if I recall. And that was like, man, no one knows, but we're playing games that are mature. That one's no good. I'm looking for the one that's real rowdy. That's not rowdy enough. Listen to this. That's such a scooped, heavy guitar sound. Very 90s. Tuscan. This was weird. I remember not liking it because it wasn't fast, but I always thought it was weird sounding. Wait, no, it's this one. The Pit. Pretty weird riff. Kind of deranged. Reminds me of the band Dead Guy. Here we go. The perfect song for Destruction Derby driving. We'll actually hear that one in a little bit, so I'll save that. Listen to this. Just going for it. All right, so that's a good sample of the soundtracks. That's what you're in store for. If you never played this game, although Sam, you've played this game, so you know damn well. Let's go to the Destruction Derby. Total Destruction. Wait, is Total Destruction where they all come after you? No worries, Sam, you didn't miss much. Finished up Twisted Metal 2, and now we're going to play some Destruction Derby 2. I just sampled some of the soundtracks for the folks at home who might not know how damn good the soundtrack was. Let's go. Let's go race, or go Red Pike Arena driving. So the big thing in this one, too, Destruction Derby 1, it was just a flat level. This one, they started adding little obstacles. Like this one has a bump in the middle.
3, 2, 1, go!
Good lord. Okay, I think I did set the mode where they're all just coming after me. No, either that or I'm just getting smashed. No, they've got to be coming after me. This is not good. So the game here was to see how long you could last. All right. That was not a good showing. Not a good showing. We can do better. All right. I do remember being kind of bummed that they got rid of the... Oh, here, watch that replay. That sick replay. I remember being a little bummed out that they got rid of the point system. Let's try that again. Oh, no. Am I going right back? Nah, son of a butt. Hey, you know what we can do? I'm not going to stand for this. Let's go here, Destruction Derby, and let's just go practice. Let's just, everyone have a good time. This time. Oh no, they still do give you race points. So I don't know what you get for it though. I remember being different.
Go!
Let's let them smash themselves up.
Wow!
I got 10 race points somehow. Oh, sheesh. Alright. Ooh, already blown the front of my car. Well, no more right turns. That's what we've learned. Jesus. Okay. I'm apparently very bad at this game. It's been a while. I mean, I used to be able to beat the game, yeah? Alright, let's smarten up. Let's try one more, and then we'll go try some, then we'll try the pit, because the pit has a Radd song in it. Then we'll do some actual racing.
Driver, start your
Fine. If you guys want me to smash into the middle, I'll smash into the middle. Jesus.
3, 2, 1, go!
Not before I screw this guy up. Oh. There we go. I didn't even get any points for that. Is there like a button to change my view? This might help me out. Is there a technique to this? I don't remember. God damn. My bun's kicked. Alright, let's go try the pit. I remember the pit was funny because you could actually, you can get so damaged that you can't escape the part in the middle. And then that one's funny too because just half the map is missing. You fall down there, you're dead. The pit. The 90s.
3,
Oh, I don't want this anymore.
1,
Uh,
go!
Gotcha. Like I can't even angle myself into the middle. I don't know how all these guys did it. Dang. All right, I gotta start going backwards now. Oh man, I got someone good. Now we're talking. So I think you can just smash the back of your car as much as you want. Oh damn, I launched that fool. No, stay up. Oh, race over. Oh, okay, they let me come back up. Ooh. Oh, I got no points for that. All right, fine. Here we go. Come on. Did I get that guy? No, he was already dead. I like how the cars that are out stay on the ground. Gotcha. Set him ablaze. Ooh. My back is not doing so hot. No. Oh, that's not good. I'm running on the rims now. No. Okay. Forgot the song gets fast. Hell yeah. Hopefully these nuts are driving forward. Oh, now my car is so jacked up I can't get going out of this pit. Alright, I only have a couple of good hits left in me, I think. And I can't let the front of my car hit. Oh, that should do some damage to that guy. Oh, you don't want to go in the pit. I can't get out if I go in the pit. Alright, we're in trouble here. Alright, where's... You gotta look for the guys with... Whoa! The guys with white. Oh, he got me. Oh, it was just him and I? No, there's two left. Alright, well that's better. It's better showing. A little better. At least the game is having a good time too. I keep hearing maniacal laughter. Yeah, freaking Sweet Tooth. All right, let's do some racing, then we'll call this one. Racing's racing. You've seen it. Did I unlock all the levels though? Was there a level I liked? Practice multiplayer. Oh yeah, that's right. You would earn points, I think, for winning the levels, and then you could buy a better car or something. Like, no, is that how it worked? Was it one of those type of games? Car, rookie, entry, pro. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Could be wrong. Wreckin' Racing. Can I, let me look at some cheats here real quick. I got the codes, the mother effing codes, yo! Unlockable arenas. Unlockable tracks. Liberty City. Oh, dear. Unlock all tracks and arenas. Well, it says I've already unlocked them. Well, just to be safe, let's do it again. Max. Harpoo. Huh, I guess these guys don't like Mac. I don't like Mac either. I can't stand Mac. That's the password for unlocking everything. Alright, can I just... Stock car, Wreckin' Racing. Alright, we'll go practice. I can pick my own race. Let's go somewhere crazy. I'm trying to remember which one I like. I think I like this one. Whatever, either way. It don't matter. I wonder what game you had, what your game you were remembering then, Sam. I mean, it could be Destruction Derby 1. Oh, yeah, there was the next one, Raw. That was basically Destruction Derby 3. Hell yeah, we're zipping. Look at this. Jesus Christ. This is pretty good physics for a racing game. And, I mean, it can't be stressed enough how, oh, they pit maneuvered me. Yeah, like you didn't actually have to win the race if you could just smash everyone. I think that was what you would do. Yeah, little pieces of your car flying off. That was like really new. And Sam, like you were saying, like the different levels of destruction. Yeah, like even in the PlayStation 2, there were, or Gran Turismo is a good example. They didn't have destructible or like body damage for a really long time. Something about like the actual manufacturers like, no, you can't. Whoa, dear. Hell yeah. Sick, man. Triple X, Vin Diesel. You ain't out of control. You ain't in control. Okay. Damn, this soundtrack, man. Oh, I probably should have pitted. Is that a thing in this game? Pitting? 18 is not very good, guys. Holy lordy. What? It's fast. Good sense of speed in this game. Now, despite loving Destruction Derby 1 and 2, I never owned either one of them. I rented them a lot. Twisted Metal was my jam. That was the one I played a lot and owned. Both of them, 1 and 2. I never bought Twisted Metal 3 or Small Brawl or whatever it was. Wasn't for me. I'd already moved on, I guess. But Twisted Metal Black was like day one purchase. That was the only game we bought with the PlayStation 2 when we got it. I remember my friend Lee and I, we split it because he was living with me at the time. We split our money and bought a PlayStation 2 together with Gradius 4, 3 and 4, and Twisted Metal Black. Alright, see, as the ranks get thinned here, I'm suddenly not doing so bad. 15? Alright. 16? No? Still 15. Oh, you don't want to land diagonal. That'll cost you. That'll cost you, Tinkerbell. Oh! Ooh. Get your buns back on the track. First is lapping me. Wow. Well, that's fine. I hope he's very proud of himself. First time playing in like 25 years. Yay. Let's get the sense of speed going now. Damn, number 2 is lapping me? I hope. Yeah, there we go. Ruin his day. I feel like the camera angle's really low to the ground.
Oh!
Oh! Oh my god, how are they handling these turns so well? Alright, gotta land straight. Straight and true. Hell yeah. Well, maybe they have faster cars than me, maybe that's why. I'm just using the amateur car.
Hey, go easy on the paintwork.
Ooh. Ooh. I can't stop smashing that front left corner. Oh, no, 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 no. Jeez, close call. All right, I am going to pit this time. I want to see if it actually has a pit. No, 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 no. I mean, I could just already have lost the race. I don't know. Let's see what this does.
Pit in.
Hell yeah.
3, 2,
Repair damage.
1, go!
Oh, I was supposed to be button mashing. God dang it. I'm a good button masher, too. Alright, I probably will not survive this. It doesn't matter. Jeez, where are all these guys? Crushing it. I just have to qualify. If I complete the race, I get somewhere. Small sense of satisfaction. I guess it does kind of sound like Primus. Sam says it's giving some Primus vibes, and that could cost me the whole race. A little heavy for Primus, but the bass is definitely a little on the slappy side. Alright, ninth is not bad. Race over. We did it. Okay. That was Destruction Derby 2. I hope you enjoyed it. That's a good taste of what this game was all about. You know what the top speed is in this game? I do not know. Did it actually have a... Did it even have, like a... What do they call it? Speedometer? Speedometer? Is that it? Am I saying words that exist? Alright. As I said, damn, vapor trail. I gotta be in bed, hopefully around 12. I'm not tired at all, so that's maybe gonna be a problem. I have to be up early so that the delivery guy can bring a dryer here and leave it outside my door so I can drag it in. I have to drag my dryer out. Because of the pandemic, you can't be anywhere near anyone else. Ugh. Can you imagine moving into a place and not being able to have anyone come over? You think about it. My parents haven't even seen this place. They didn't even get to help. Stupid pandemic. Go to heck. Alright, final game in the trilogy of 2s here. Lower back's killing me. Okay. Cool Borders 2. That's where we're at now. This one I borrowed from my older brother's friend. Played the hell out of it. This one I deliberately remember either putting it in my CD player and listening to, or just taping the music onto a tape and listening to it. I don't know if that's embarrassing or not. We'll hear the music. Remember it just being fast. That was the thing. I always wanted fast music. I got up to about 220 kilometers. That's pretty damn fast for a wrecking racing. All right, let's turn that down a tad. Now let's go ahead and find ourselves Cool Borders 2. Okay, the very cool thing about this game, which I think they removed in the sequel and they didn't have in the original, was if you want to pull sick tricks, you have to hold the jump button down. So if you hold the jump button down, you can't move left or right once you've held the jump button down. And so you basically have to line yourself up for a jump way far in advance, as far as you possibly can, so that the longer you hold the jump button down for, the faster you'll spin, so you get better tricks. So if you can hold it down for a really long time, you can spin like just out of your mind. Jet Moto 2 were good. Yeah, Jet Moto was definitely a Twisted Metal era game. Or, like, I think they made... The same company made them or something. I just remember Jet Moto 2. Oh my god, the nostalgia. Yeah, I rented Jet Moto 1, but I never played Jet Moto 2. But, yeah, I remember they had the same thing where there was, like, codes you could enter. You could find codes in Twisted Metal 2, I think, for Jet Moto. Like, there was, like, cross-game something. Oh, well, Jet Moto 2 title music is the best 30-second music loop ever, says Sam K. We get a good showing here, and we have time left. Maybe I'll have to check that out.
Cool Borders!
Yeah, just let it wash over you.
Here we go!
Here we go. Big air, freestyle. Do they have a sound test? No. Oh, board edit, yeah. Yo, do your command jump. Tweak it, bro. Sick board, man. Dude, your board is so sick. Dude, that design is sick. I love the way it looks, so sick. Oh, you can't blame him for trying. That's a nice touch. And now, as usual, what the hell button does anything at this point? Let me out. Huh. Ladies and gentlemen, I've made a terrible mistake. I'm actually trying to exit with all my might now, and I can't. Oh, I did something. Square. Okay, let's get the F out of here. I don't... Yo, melancholy jump, bruh. I do remember in the 90s, there was like a crossover time where skateboarding and snowboarding, it was all punk music. And that was good because I liked punk music back in the day. But then it switched in the late 90s, late 90s and the 2000s to all be like hip hop. Hated it. I hated when skating and stuff became about hip hop. Bleh. No thanks. Ford Park. All right, well let's do our due diligence here. Let's just go to a competition. Sam, that's funny that you would leave that music on while you played other games. I did the exact same stuff. I used to leave the music for War Song, Sega Genesis on while I would do my homework. I remember listening to that. That's exactly it though. Like you don't have CDs necessarily or even a CD player, but you have video games and they have music in them. Yaggy. Wait, can I pick my board? My sick board? Yo, where's my sick board, bro? Alright, well, okay. So the game we would always play back in the day was like, can you get a bigger jump? Can you hold the button for the jump down longer than anyone? All right, so I don't think you can hold it down long enough to do like a crazy flip trick here. Do it enough to just do a grab and a spin. All right. That's a ridiculous score. That's gonna be first for sure. Yeah, by quite a margin. All right, let's just get silly with it then. We already got a high score. I'm gonna try and do a diagonal flip here.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if you can do two. My bad. We went for it. At least they give you some points. Like, yeah, we get it. I'm trying something.
Is that your idea, Trent? You need some schooling.
You need some schooling. You tried to do a double sideways flip. You school. I can't believe you tried that and you didn't land it. And so, what a noob. You can't believe that. All right, let's hear some of that Radd music I keep touting.
The freshest of the fresh riders around. Ready? Go! All right.
No.
That was uncool. All right, let's see if I can get a big flip going here. This is not one of the songs I would say is good right off the bat. I'm holding for a big spin here.
All right.
Standing 1080.
All right.
Oops, I keep holding down the X button because I think it's speed button, but it's actually jump button. Pretty simple controls. I don't know what the leaning necessarily does here, but X is your jump and square is your sharp turn. And the rest are all just like moves. Oh, so uncool, man. I don't know if landing tricks gives you better speed or what, but I don't know if there's like an imperative to do these things. Anyone, shout out to Final Fantasy VII fans. Anyone play the snowboarding game in that? I used to play that a ridiculously large amount. Oh, there it is. Nothing? Bye. Pulled the raddest move ever and no one didn't even... Corporate advertising in your video game. What's the point in even doing a trick? I'm just gonna get my butt kicked if I land it wrong. This baseline, very Pennywise. Come on anymore. That doodly doo doo doodly doo. There we go. We're going for the podium here, boys. C4th. Oh, that's gonna cost me. Yeesh. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah, son of a butt. The chick got me. Yeah, Chocobo Racing was great. Oh, you're watching on your phone. Interesting. What a modern era. Like I have a phone, but it's like so old that I just don't use any internet on it. You know what I'm gonna try? Can I? Is the thing in this game? No. Start select that. Can I start the game over? I want to see if there's codes. I just want to go to different levels. Cool. Borders 2. Come on now. Hook me up. There. Cheats and secrets. Remember when those were in video games? Okay, yeah, this was a game that you could put in your CD player and play it. I'm just looking up some of the cheats, and it doesn't look like there is any. Press select plus up at the Borders Park screen. That doesn't sound right. That sounds crazy, guys. My stadium kicker. How do I get back to the menu before this one? Guys, honestly. I don't want to do this again. Big air. Alright, we're going to have to pull some radical maneuvers here. Hard reset. I don't have to put up this. But we can utilize... what the... I guess I have to close it first. How unprofessional can I get? Borders 2. Boom. Alright, we're going to employ some speed burst modes here. Technology! App systems.
I have your attention. And I'm waiting for.
Hell yeah. Alright. Let's go freestyle. Half pipe. Board park. Options? Alright, we already checked off. Alright, well, what's freestyle? Can I pick my map? Is that a thing I can do? Because that would be good. I don't want to have to unlock stuff. Because that would be a short stream. Because I don't have time to unlock it. And I'm not good enough. Okay. Sunset Downhill. Let's hear if you got that shredding song. There was one song in particular, or two songs that were like straight up punk drum beat. Like doop-it, 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 doop-it. That's like the official drum beat of all punk music. And they had it.
Ready? Go! Get in.
Yo, where's your jacket?
Feel it. There's a cliff up ahead. Let's see you catch some air. Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, I like this one a lot. Oh yeah, you want to get lined up at the top. Biggest possible jump.
Good. But how about it? Can you play better than that?
Maybe.
Okay.
All right. This is so where I was at back in those days for music.
All right. There's a cliff up.
Sick, bust a trick, bro.
Good. But how about it? Can you play better than that?
All right, here we go. Big spins, big spins, big spins.
Excellent. Wow.
Now that's a trick.
Okay. Okay.
Oof, gonna biff it.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, you biffed a regular trick. Wasn't even spinning. Some sick air here, bro. Oh, and that's air.
You almost think the one. Wait, Sal.
Not gonna make it if you do it like that. Oh, smokes. Here we go. That was kind of lame. I'm not racing anyone, but we're here for the music. Nice little touch with that carving sound. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Ooh, we gotta try the half pipe out again after this. One last biff before we call it a day. Not bad, I got a lot of points there. I guess that factors in somehow. Okay.
Good boy. Next time, get it even bang for. We want to see
Show me that standing 1080. You biffed. Final Fantasy had a lot of good minigames and chocolate riding were fun. If you ever want a fun Destruction Derby-esque game, Stuntman for PS2 still holds up. Stuntman, that sounds familiar. Is that the one where you are like the stunt driver, or is that a PlayStation 3 era game? I can't remember. But I checked that out. I like these type of games for sure. Select Indie Grab up plus R2. Yeah, it's my Indie Grab up. Something just disconnected there. Always happens with Windows 10. Just things disconnect for no reason. I don't know what's going on. There in the forest. All right, well, let's see if this has the shred and track. If it doesn't, I'm going to exit out. We're going to try the half pipe, and then we'll see about maybe checking out some just rando stuff as we go on. Unless anyone is really enjoying this. I'm enjoying it. All right.
go. Get in. Don't force it.
There it is.
Let's see you catch some air. All right.
Ah, yikes. And he doesn't even land it. Whoopsies. Ah.
You almost take the one. Wait, I think you're doing terrible.
I am doing terrible.
Okay.
So classy 1080. Or not 1080, 180. They give you a lot of points for that. I think that standing 1080 was only 700 something. That one was half as good.
The next curve is the top one.
Oh, dangerous. Oh!
You almost take the one. Wait, Sal, to go out like that.
Here we go. Time to bust a trick, everyone.
Good. But how about it? Can you play better than that?
Oh, it was up in R2. I was trying to do an indie.
All right.
Smashed here. It keeps track of like all the biffs you have there too. I guess I could be using my carve button a little more. How funny is it that Cloud snowboarded in Final Fantasy VII? Like, what a weird time it was in the 90s where it's like, yeah, that makes sense. We're gonna add some snowboarding to our game. All right, whatever you say. I'm glad I found this song. This was the one. Give me a big jump, god dang it.
That's why he's coming up. You better.
Oh, no.
Okay. Good.
Now that's ridiculous. The sequel to 1080 snowboarding, 1260 snowboarding. Like first person mode, this might actually help me here. Yeah, it's actually a little easier this way.
There's a cliff up ahead.
I wonder how they're gonna deal with tricks though.
Okay. There's the finish line.
I like how they had no solution for it. Like, yeah, just make them do it in first person. It'll be realistic that way.
That was impressive. You are so cool.
Ah, okay, so there's a first one. So Sam's saying that Stuntman was the one before Stuntman Ignition. That's kind of cool. 'Cause I really did enjoy Stuntman Ignition. I just want them to skip to that last trick. The one I landed completely blind in first person mode. That one metal song that plays when him and Sandy do Extreme Thing. Oh, okay. So Stuntman had some actual songs in it, or this song reminds you of that one? I don't want to have to watch the whole damn race again. Yeah, let's do the half pipe. At least there's always the archive. I can always watch that sick trick. Oh man, third? Hell yeah. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Exit, for the love of goodness. All slunched over. Hey everyone. Welcome to the Slunch stream. I like to slunch. Slunch Radd. That's my new nickname.
Ladies.
It's hot as frick in here too. I wish I had more Diet Rooty. I'm out.
Here we go.
Half pipe, bruh. Wait, do I have any left? No. Coasting on fumes. Too hot. I would take my pullover off, but pretty sure I'd have some sweat stains so big that everyone would share a gasp of silence. I'll just not subject you to that. What TV show are you talking about, Sam?
Ready? Go! Get pumped up. Drop in and get taken back. Go get it.
Whoa, that's gonna cost me. All right, we gotta get some speed here.
Go get it. How are you? 5 points. Yeah. Good. Yagi.
Right, there we go. I don't think I'm supposed to land so flat like that.
Go get it. Go get it.
Okay, so you actually need to be holding your direction too. You can't just like obviously you have to hit X to start your jump, but you actually have to have already been holding your. Oh. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Diagonal jump here. Oh, I think that was pretty cool. You can't just say uncool. All right. Can I just restart now? Is that an option? Let's just restart now. We're just getting our sea legs.
Go! Get pumped up! Drop in and get taken back! Come on! Yay!
I'm gonna land it one of these days. So the other funny thing is if you beat all the modes or something, you can unlock this alien. Aliens, obviously, because it was the 90s. This, like, alien that rides on, like a little UFO, but he can spin so fast. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh my god, don't do that again. You're up. No, all right. All right, only 2 biffs. A little better. All right, let's... Okay, we can do better. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. Those were all practices. Or I forgot to mention I was talking about SpongeBob. No. Let me do all that stuff. Ah, I get you. Wow, I just keep accidentally pressing triangle because I don't know why my finger wants to hold that down. I don't know if this actually gives me speed, but I'm gonna... Oh, here we go. Biffed it. Well. Let's get some speed going here. Oh, okay. I keep forgetting to hit square. Square makes you spin faster. All right. Okay. That was practice too. This one's for real. Now we're going to hit square. That's why I keep hitting triangle, because like you have to hit square to spin a little faster for some reason. Nailed it. I wonder if I can do 2 grabs in one jump. I mean, I should be able to. This announcer is losing his mind. Just another 1080 on top of the other 1080. I can't combine. Okay, I gotta stop spinning. Maybe that's screwing me up. That one. All right, down in that. Oops. Oh yeah, you can do 2. All right, well, whatever. Who the hell cares? That's pretty good. Technical merit 2.7. I pulled like 4 1080s there. Pretty technical. All right. That's good showing. All these games had just insanely good music at the time. I mean, I know it doesn't hold up now, but a lot of these guys, Alley Grippler, I don't know. You know, the Wild West of home recording back in the early 90s and the like the early 2000s, or just that whole era, the late 90s. Because that was part of it. I used to do like video game remixes of, or guitar remixes of Nintendo music and stuff, and just the stuff we used to have to do to record at home was like mind-bogglingly bizarre. Now it's all figured out. It's the best time ever to be making music. By the way, God, this little bit of Diet Rudy's just killing me. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm just on my little spiel about home recording now. Yeah, I used to have to create my drum tracks in ModPlug Tracker and then port the wave over to Sony Vegas, which was a video editing application, and then record my stuff in a video application. Like, weird stuff. People all had to do weird stuff. So these games, for them to have their own, like, original guitar music was, like, pretty bold, pretty awesome. And a lot of times, amp modeling was, like, a new thing back then, too. And it was, like, usually what they were probably doing was just plugging their amps directly into the recorder, so there was no cabinet, it was just the amp, and that's like a good way to make yourself sound kind of tinny and bad. Like there's like a whole technique, it's a whole like philosophy behind getting a good guitar sound, but if you're not recording it with a microphone and you have like a guitar and amp stack, like if you just plug directly into the console and record that, it's going to sound awful. And that's the way a lot of us grew up playing stuff. So it didn't sound awful at the time, is kind of what I'm saying. It was like, man, they're doing it. I want to do it. I want to record my own stuff too. So that was the time philosophy. Custody shipped by Overseer. That's the name of the song. First Stuntman only has one song, and it's an awful hip-hop rap song. Sam, is that the song at the beginning that we're about to hear? Let me see if I actually have it first. I might not actually even have it. This could be a train wreck waiting to happen. Let's just see. Sam, we got bad news. I do not have Stuntman, but I'll suss it out the next stream. Now I'm extra curious about what that sounds like. No, don't have Stuntman. I mean, I have a ridiculously large archive here, but no Stuntman. It's a lot. Well, let me see. Maybe it's in one of these other folders. Sorry, everyone. Just looking through my archives here. I know that's not the funnest thing to be looking at. Yeah, no Stuntman. My loss. The world's loss. You know what I'm going to do? Since I was mentioning it earlier, I'm going to load up Twisted Metal and just show the rooftop level. I feel like that's got to be documented somewhere. And if not on this stream, then where? Let's go, everybody. I don't want to confuse anyone, so let's just close that. It's time for just a fun little wrap up. I will need to go here and see if I can get the passwords, because I'm clearly not going to beat the game. The song here is seriously one of my favorite songs. I was asked to do a guest on a podcast, and they asked me to pick 3 video game songs that I really liked, or 4 or 5, I don't know. But this was one of the ones I picked. Square, triangle, X, circle, square. Alrighty. Hell yeah! This is the second time we've done Twisted Metal on the stream, so I apologize for anyone that's... We've seen it, man. I know. Get some speed, though. Crimson Fury. This guy's got no defense. Option. Password. And they say rooftop level. Square, triangle, X, circle, X. Square. I already forgot it. Square, triangle, X, circle, X. Hell yeah. Let's go. And because I'm a wuss, I'm gonna go down to easy so they don't blow me up right away. Prepare for rooftop combat. Oh yeah, I could see if I have Jet Moto 2. I think I do have Jet Moto 2. Yep. Where's the button to get in my car view? This? No. That? No. Sorry, just trying to find the in the car view button. And we drove over the edge. Okay. That's what I get. Alright, we'll find the inside the car view in a second. For now, I remember just being completely blown away by how sprawling this whole thing was. And being able to go in a building, like I said, was like just mind-boggling. And especially destructible environments was unheard of at the time. Boom! Man, this guy's control is all over the place. Just stops on a dime. Way back up? Ah, yeah, there is. Alright. Quite difficult to control this character. Maybe not the best guy for me to pick. Who's over here? Ramp? Okay, I'm just wasting all my ammo on ramps. Oh, almost died here. Whoop! That little sound in there. Nice touch. Landmines. No need for... Holy lordy. They don't even have to come after me. I'm just blowing it here. That's fine. I just kind of wanted to get this song on the stream. Look at his special. All it is like a really big bullet. The song is insane. Well, I whiffed it. Alright, they gave me 2 fire. See, you keep giving me landmines. I'm gonna biff it. What is with these weapons? You! This is all your fault! I seem to remember there was like a inside the car view in this game. Maybe I am misremembering. Alright, we need some better weapons here. Can I blow this up? Hell yeah. Turbo action. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Oil. I don't even remember oil as a weapon in this game. Oil. What's that gonna even do? Like, obviously it's gonna make him slip, but is that even gonna be effective? Alright, power missiles. Holy lordy. All these rascals. Oh shoot. Can't jump that. I'm gonna go up here. All these guys are gonna duke it out down there. Someone's already dead. I didn't even fire at them. I mean, I take it back. Maybe they do fight each other. Crimson Fury basically has no... holy lord, no. No spinning. You can't fishtail. It's too good a control. And this is on easy too. I was just about to commend myself, like, oh, way to go, man. You do good work. Hey! High octane action. Alright, where is everyone? What the hell are they doing? What is this guy doing? Alright, are they still down there duking it out? I wonder if I can just fire a couple of... Holy lord. Nope, I guess not. Alright, well. History favors the bold. Even just driving over here is bold. Light. Not again. Where's that one going? Holy, it's actually pretty powerful. Oh, he came down. Where is he? I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, there he is. Alright. Made it. Now we have to fight Minion. Price, Whitman, and Haddad. Last year's losers. Minion's just a giant flippin' tank that has tons of ammo. And for some reason, my friend Eric and I, Eric was the guy that actually owned a PlayStation, and I would bring this over to his house. We would call him Binion, like as an insult. I don't know why. Yeah. I'm not gonna go fight him with no health. Get some help. Alright. It's go time. Oh, damn. You get weapons here? Power missiles? Nothing. I knew there had to be some extra reason for coming in here. Probably nothing in this one. Oh, okay. Damn, this place is loaded. Alright, so he's above me now. Let me double load up on these guys. Alright, he's coming down. Ay. Yeah, this gets you going. Good music. Fighting this boss. I can't fight him on this ramp. It's funny how well this held up. Like, Twisted Metal Black is very similar. Where's my... Nope. There it is. Alright, now I gotta get the F out of here because he's coming up. Power should do me well here. Where is he? Just farting around down there? Hup. Oh, he is just farting around in there. Fine, let's go. Little framey. Alright, where is this guy? Up there? Alright, come down here. Let's go. You gotta feather these controls. Oh, Alright, here we go. Alright, dang, these cars are in my way. I can't get a clear shot at them. I know it's probably not a good idea to drive straight at the final boss in the game, but I'm a bold guy. Okay, too bold. I don't think freeze missiles work on them. But maybe my special does something. Alright. Okay, okay. Oh dear. I did not want to come back and fight him here. And I remember the control being so... Oh lord. I remember the control making so much sense, but when I'm playing it... No, that is not what we want. Oh well. You guys got a good taste. Good taste. I remember there being an inside the car view, and it had like stuff on the dashboard and stuff. Maybe I remember that wrong. Your memory. What is going on in my memory? I mean, it has to be from some other game, but I don't remember which game. I think actually the back of the PlayStation box. 'Cause I actually found a bunch of old boxes of consoles, and I found my box for my original PlayStation in my storage. I guess I kept it the whole time, and the back of the box had just a bunch of pictures from games that were on it. And I think it had a picture in there of in the cockpit view. Yeah. Sick. All right, so Sam K's asking for a little Jet Moto 2. Let me just see if I even have that. I'm pretty sure I do, because I tried to get all the kart racing style games I could, and I was wondering if Jet Moto was a kart racer. Obviously, it doesn't have any damage, but, you know, anything that's not a car, you kind of have to wonder, like, is this a kart racer? And so I did a whole bunch of streams before this one where I was just playing nothing but kart racing style games, and Jet Moto was on my radar. But I never got around to it. So now I will try it. Jet Moto 2, you're saying, right? Jet Moto 2. There, inside the cockpit view. What button does it? That's what I want to know. Holy, look at that. I seriously tried every button. All right, maybe they, okay, well, now I need to know. Now I need to know. Audio controls, content, credits, demos, exit. All right, good old game facts here. Guides. Let's see, camera. Well, all right. At least we got a little show of it. Well, it's Calypso, bro. On Christmas Eve, 2005. Well, we blew past that. All right. Let's try some Jet Moto 2. We got it. We're checking it out. I can't go as loud as I need to hit the actual note. People are sleeping in this house. While I'm up playing ridiculous games, maybe. Jet Moto 2, here we go. Sam saying the title screen is a song worth checking out. Now, Jet Moto was made by the same people as Twisted Metal, so they might have got even the same guys who just did the Twisted Metal music. So I believe it. I believe it would rock. Rad. Synth, yeah. Yep, single track. Killer. Dun-dun-dun. Oh, what is going on with this menu? Overall volume's an option you don't see very often. Yeah, short little loop, but it is a banger. Might as well check it out while I'm here. We'll just go. I'm not too interested. Oh, official sponsor of Mountain Dew. Full season. Yeah, that's what I want. Fast forward this. Obviously, what was it? Wave Racer was the big one, and then this was the one they were going after. Yeah, that's a nice, classy little touch of synth in there. Very Japan kind of thing to do. I know this isn't a Japan game, but Japan loved that. They were like, yo, let's add a shredding guitar, and then let's just put a synth on top. Yes, please. Actually, I'm working on a game called Slayin' 2. That was nothing but music like that. Why are we jet racing on dirt? There better be some god dang water in this level. Wow, this fits. Sounds like White Zombie or something. Oh dear. Hell yeah, damn it, damn it. There we go, yeah. Damn, got some air there, sick air. Like a turbo button? I feel like there's a lot of buttons on this controller that I'm just not using. Oh dear. It's funny that they would just show me my guy, but not the turn. I'm trying to turn. No, you need to see your guy. I need to see where the F I'm going. Oh, I biffed. Now kind of sounds like Ministry. That one song anyways. Heroes, Fight. That's just all CDs my brother had growing up. Nice little Eastern flavor on this riff. I guess it is the desert level. Man, I've worked on so many games, including Slayin' 2, where it's like, okay, we need a desert level now. Like, all right, let me write something in with an Eastern riff. Oh, you can do flips and stuff in this game. All right, I've been blowing it. Let me get some flips going here, man. I'm the only jerk off in here not doing rad flips. The rules of racing video games. Just smash into your guy. Don't slow down. Jet Moto 1 was just pure water, right? I don't remember it being anything else but water. All right, we're going to try a sick flip here. Maybe pushing up or down does something. They didn't create a loop, they just end the track. Stuff I have to deal with making music for video games all the time. Some people want loops, some people don't want loops. I tend to go with loops no matter what. Alright, sick trick coming up. Hold on to your hats, everyone. And it's hard to make a loop when you have a song that is like rocking like this. You have to write it differently. Whoa! Landed it. Wow! Sick. Oh man, we're coming up in the world. What place am I in? It didn't even show me when I passed that guy. 7. That's not so hot. I feel like I was doing good there for a while. Turns out I'm not. Finished 8th. Not my hottest work. What video games have I made music for? Most recently, Shakedown Hawaii was the biggest game I put my music out for. Shakedown Hawaii came out on PS4, Xbox, blah blah, blah PC. I think it was on Epic's platform, not Steam yet. A little bit of weirdness there. You can never really tell. But yeah, it was all synth music. That was like it was kind of like meant to be like an 80s homage, but it had a lot of extra stuff because like as a composer, I make basically, I might as well just play some of it. Might as well do that. How about that? All right, so everyone who's done playing games for the stream, anyone else just want to stick around, feel free. This one's going for the archive. Sam's asking what I've made music for. I'm just going to play a quick track or two because it's my life and I can do what I want. 2012, you were thinking that. Funny, when you make the music, at one point I actually downloaded all my music off a Russian torrent website because they had archived it better than I have it archived on my own machine. Like, well, damn, you guys have tracks that I don't even know where I don't even know where those tracks are on my computer. All right, so I've been trying to organize it, so I'll go to my Bandcamp thing. Yeah. This was a pretty good one. It was meant to be like a pixelated Grand Theft Auto style game. And so we went with kind of a cinematic score. Tangerine Dream did the music for Grand Theft Auto 5, and that was one of the references was kind of make it sound like the Grand Theft Auto 5 score. Easily. Love that score. Love Tangerine Dream. They've been around forever, by the way. Since the 80s. Here we go. Big synth reveal here. So the thing with me, Sam, is I like synth, but I don't like necessarily like really in-your-face synth. I like more of a cinematic synth approach. So movies like Blade Runner in the 80s, my reference point. But obviously it was meant to be a dark comedy, this game. So the main character is a... if I can... Here we go. And I just do this. Boom. Hey, everyone. Yep. Dark comedy about like an aging he's like a CEO from the 80s. He was like Kingpin in the 80s, and he had such a successful company that like he just stopped paying attention to it, kind of like Mr. Burns sort of when he looked at his stock ticker in that one episode and realized all of his stocks had tanked in a long time. Yeah, it was definitely supposed to be Miami Vice inspired. So he's like this aging, balding CEO that was like nefarious in the 80s, but he'd been out of the game for so long he didn't realize like all the new models for sort of manipulating the public and sort of just the sleazy models that companies use now put him out of business, sort of like the Blockbuster Netflix combo. So he's basically the Blockbuster and Netflix is taking his business, and so when he realizes he's out of money, he decides to start competing against the new models, but with the 80s flavor. So it's like you're cheering for this guy who's like actually a bad person, but you cheer for him because you have nostalgia for the 80s. And so while you don't necessarily like corporate terrorism, that's what he's doing in this game, is he's sabotaging all the new companies using like old methods. And so it's meant to be it's like such a dark game. Like here's another track called The New Business Model, and like this is just so absurdly dark. I mean, we probably went too dark with it, but that's the problem with me. I write dark music, and I always have to keep writing music for games that aren't dark, and this one was close enough where like the developer's like, oh, go, okay, like yes, so just dark. This usually plays during cutscenes where he's about to sabotage new companies by like literally putting a bandana on and like going and smashing people and then having them get blamed for it, stuff like that. This is in the mind of the 80s CEO. You're like, we'll do this. We will get the business back. But then immediately after this, you hop in your car and then this song plays. So it's very all over the place. It's still a game. Key action. No pressure. No worries at all. I mean, sure, it's on. I'm trying to get it on YouTube so that people can just listen to it. I don't care if people buy it, but it's actually easier to have stuff for sale than it is to give it away for free because most people don't even know what to do with MP3s. That's what I've learned. Like I could put free songs on my website and everyone would be like, I don't know what to do with these. I needed to go through the iTunes store or something. But yeah, that was that game. Just for funsies. Just for funneroonies. Let's check this out. Yeah. So Slayin' 2, Shakedown Hawaii, it took me like 3 years, I think. It was a long project, and when we started it out, it wasn't even meant to be synth. It was meant to be like retro sounding stuff. But another 3-year project was Slayin' 2, and this one was, like I was saying, the Japanese method is like play guitar, but then also put synth over top of it, and that was exactly what we did for this game. And while I can't show the cover art yet because the game's not out, but the soundtrack is ready to rock as soon as they put it out. But boom, let me show you the desert level, because I was saying, yeah, I'm always having to write. Here's a desert level. So this one I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna actually write a desert song that, you know, it has the santur and the, you know, that's like a type of sitar, and it has like the deserty sounds, but I'm gonna load it with synth anyways. Little harp action here. Oh yeah, dude. Retro City Rampage was another game I did the soundtrack for. And Hotline Miami was... I don't know if the developer for Shakedown necessarily was using that as an inspiration, but I was using it as an inspiration. You hear a little like synth with the guitar together? Like this part here. Reminds me of Ninja Turtles. Yeah. Anyways, lots of stuff. I've written a lot of music. You can check out my Bandcamp page if you're ever curious. Bandcamp page. Probably put a link to that somewhere. Well, it'll be in the description of the video. No pressure there. But yeah, the funny thing to just know is that I have to keep writing music for games that aren't meant to be savage, and all I want to do is write savage music. And the developer for Slayin' has been great. He always wanted me to. I was Norn Radd on that soundtrack, so I did Do or Die is probably the one I like the most for that soundtrack. Yeah, writing chiptunes is what, like 8-bit chiptunes, that's how I got my start. Retro City Rampage was actually the first game I ever made music for. And they contacted me on MySpace. Like, hey, can we license some of your music for the game? They actually just wanted to license some of my existing music. And I was like, well, yeah, you could do that, but I could also write you a bunch of new stuff if you would like, because that would be way radder. And so I worked for cheap, and I worked for a couple of years, and I just wrote him a buttload of songs for the game. But it worked out. That's my job now. I do music for video games as my job. Started from chiptunes. It's funny, in the early 2000s, if you wrote chiptunes, no one cared. I would share them with, I remember sharing them for girls on MSN Messenger, like, hey, check out this new chiptune I wrote. They're like, what the hell's wrong with you? Don't talk to me. Like, oh, okay, well, sorry about that. They're like, you should put guitar in it and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, you don't understand. Like, I wrote this specifically to be Nintendo music. Do you not understand? how insane this is. But yeah, another game I wrote. Actually, I'm working on chiptunes now, more NES music. The developer of Slayin before Slayin, the game we worked on was Treasure Buster, and that one was all Sega Genesis stuff. So I know you weren't like a big Sega Genesis guy, but this was cool because it was the first time I got to write Sega Genesis music, because I started out as just like a Nintendo guy. So we ended up writing some pretty insane music. I basically took all the sensibilities of there we go, Treasure Buster. All the sensibilities of the Nintendo songwriting styles and just did Sega Genesis with it instead and wrote some rowdy tracks. Not that part. This one. That's so funny that you played Retro City Rampage and didn't know I made the music for it. Yeah, that was a great project, and I mean, Brian, the developer, he put it on absolutely everything. Like, he even made a DOS port of it that literally will play on a floppy disk in a DOS computer. It's insane. So yeah, Retro City Rampage, Sam, was that was my break, because I always wanted to make music for video games, but it just seemed like I wasn't making music. I was basically doing guitar remixes of video game music and writing chiptunes, and it's like, well, why would I ever get asked to do music in video games? Because in the early 2000s, 8-bit music was the farthest thing from anyone's plate. They did not want 8-bit music in their video games, and it wasn't really until indie games in the Xbox 360 era came back or got big that chiptunes became something people wanted in their game. And that's why when they first messaged me on MySpace, I thought it was a joke. Like, this is spam, right? Spam? Is this spam? But the reason he contacted me, you might not know this, before Retro City Rampage, I had written an 8-bit death metal album. And I'm not like a death metal, like, yeah, it's like death metal. Like, obviously I listened to a lot of death metal when I was younger, especially. I don't necessarily do it anymore. But I always wanted to know, I was always gravitated towards the more savage sounding NES songs. So that's usually like boss battle music, stuff like, actually, you know what could be fun? Why don't I play you some of the savage inspirations here? Or, you know, if you have to go, feel free to go. I don't want to keep you here, but in the archive, people who are watching can enjoy. Double Dragon 3. Load that up. So there's a song here. Which one is it? Okay, it has an intro, I guess. Is this the one? I don't think this is it, but I mean, the idea is like, there were a lot of songs on the Nintendo that were meant to like evoke certain sort of scary vibes, and when I first started writing chiptune music, everyone was writing happy stuff, super happy. Everyone was writing the same vibe too. It was all like, we're just having a great time and we're just bopping around. Like, I was like, no, these songs have to be savage. They have to be scary sounding, and it's really, really hard to do that. Like, you could take a Slayer Rain and Blood track, which is in my opinion one of the scariest albums ever written. You know, for the year it was recorded, it was far ahead of its time in terms of like how scary it was. Where the hell is the song, by the way? You could transcribe it note for note onto an NES, and it wouldn't sound scary. There's nothing inherently scary about the NES sounds, so you have to work pretty hard to make them sound scary. And like a song like this, yeah, technically the intervals are like scary sounding, but it's done in a bouncy, happy way, so it's not necessarily a scary track. This is the one. This is a scary track. This interval is scary, and they write it scary. It's meant to be like something deranged is going on, and that's what I wanted to tap into. Like, what if I wrote a whole chiptune album where it was nothing but deranged feels? And I was like, okay, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go all the way with it. So the Nintendo had, well, here we go. The Nintendo had a little sound chip in it that could play back, there we go, play back little tiny samples. So here's Blades of Steel. I mean, the drums are little tiny samples here, but I'll give you a better example. There. That, make the pass. Hear how staticky it is? That's because it's a 1-bit sample, and so... Where's the Blades of Steel one? Damn it, missed it somewhere. Jesus. Wow, they don't have the most iconic part of the game where it says Blades of Steel. Anyways, so you could record small samples, and so it's like, okay, by that logic, then you could record a whole vocal track and have it play back in this quality. Not necessarily on the console, but that quality could be represented. And so I was like, all right, if I'm gonna write a scary album, nothing's scarier to me than death metal music at the time. And so what I would like to do is I actually have vocals in it that fit with the sound of the NES. So what I did was I recorded 2 vocal tracks and converted them all to the same specification as the NES, and then exported them as WAV files so I could actually mix with them. And so this was me trying to write a scary death metal track or death metal album with the NES specifications. Because I wrote the soundtrack, the developer of Retro City Rampage was actually trying to license some of these songs for the game from me, and that's when I was like, well, do you want original songs too? Because I can do that. Anyways, here's that that soundtrack, Anomaly. Also had to commission, well, I didn't commission, he did it for free, but I got a guy to make this insane artwork for the album. I basically told him, like, yeah, I want people basically dying in space and melting. Is that something I can do? And another artist I got, who since changed their name, did the death metal pixelized Anomaly logo here, which is so perfect. And then I made this Norn Radd logo, which is made of the Contra letters. But here's 8-bit death metal, which got me my start in the video game music world. Complete with lyrics. So the concept for the album is basically dying in space, and I wanted to try and make the lyrics very sciencey, like accurate science. I didn't want to write gory lyrics. At first I was going to write gory lyrics, but then I was like, you know what's actually more metal than gore is like super adherence to scientific structures. There's some gnarly stuff in science, like dying in space, and what would happen to your consciousness if you died in space and like became one with the universe in like a way that no one else had before. Yeah, literally, it is the most metal NES, and to this day, no one's actually done anything similar. They've done a similar concept, but they haven't done it on the NES. And I know why, because it's really freaking hard. Like I said, when you transcribe note for note, like actual scary songs onto the NES, they don't sound scary. So I had this booklet with me that I would make note of all the times I heard a scary riff in a song when I was driving back and forth from BCIT, which is where I went to post-secondary education. And I would like no look in the car, write down the time index of where the scary stuff was, and then come home and transcribe it into NES and see what worked and what didn't work. And there was some stuff like, obviously this part isn't scary, but the other theme was I wanted to have a really technical album. Like it was a technical death metal album, where technical basically means very unusual time signatures. And so there was one track I tried to do nothing but insane time signatures. Like a lot of really stupid time signatures. In fact, well, here's one thing I did. I also covered a track called Spinning by Spiral Architect, and they're the most technical band of all time. So to transcribe this track took me like 80 hours. It took me a very long time. Not only did I have to transcribe it note for note, but I also had to transcribe how the guitars should sound as an NES. So there's a certain way of doing power chords on NES, and you come up with your own protocol. And this is what you end up as the result. The guitar player for this band actually bought one of the 50 hard copy albums I had printed as well, which I thought was awesome. So obviously this is me covering like an existing super technical song. My approach to writing a super technical song was as follows. This is an original.
During the first few seconds after the Big Bang, the unified forces torn into separate pieces. Nucleosynthesis describes
The time signature here is like 11:16 or something. Or 11:16. A lot of people do 11:8, but this is 11:16. So you basically have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I get pretty riffy at the end here. The other super technical song I tried to make for this was actually the longest track on the album to make. I just kept writing bits and pieces, and then they didn't fit anywhere, so I just kept trying to fit them together, and so it was like this blob of riff after riff after riff. This track here.
Tell me, how many lights you see? How many? How many lights?
You're actually playing Stuntman Ignition. That's rad.
This is your last chance.
That was a good game. So, interestingly enough, this riff here is a note-for-note transcription of a track from the ferry scene in 2005 War of the Worlds. It was just this really deranged song from the movie that didn't have a theme. It was pure chaos. And I transcribed it note for note, and it sounded amazing on NES. So I'm like, all right, that'll be the start of my track. Just note for note, like just the intervals themselves, something about it was very deranged. And a lot of orchestral music is very technical by default, even though it doesn't necessarily sound so, because there's not a drum track with it. So I had to add a drum track to it. Yeah, this track is just stupid techno. Anyways, enough about me. Let's end this stream with a good vibe. There we go. Hey everyone. Welcome to the stream. The end of the stream. Thanks everyone for watching. Check out the new poster I finally hung up. Looks pretty snazzy back there. The pandemic beard is in full effect. Getting long. This part here. This is where you're like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. It's too long. I like keeping it trim on the sides. You do? We're all gonna have to start bashing each other to pieces to steal each other's Lysol wipes. Then I want to make sure I have a beard ready to rock. On that note, let's all just enjoy ourselves a little beach cruise and have a good rest of your evening, everyone.